Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me tremendous pleasure to welcome Ms. Anjila Lim, who is the Managing Director of the Academy of Rock of Singapore. Angela, it really is an absolute pleasure to have you here this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I've got to say, I just find the whole thought of this project incredibly exciting. It really is. And it is it's an extraordinary business, growing and nurturing talented people. I mean, what inspired you to start working in this area?
Well, the thing about Academy of Rock is that we are very passionate people. We believe very strongly in education and the need to, innovate and continue to find new ways of approaching music education, especially popular music education, because back at home, we're actually the pioneer in this field. There wasn't really anyone addressing popular music education back in 2006, and our founder saw this gap in the market and sought to address it. And so and it's also through our work with our students and the parents and all our outreach programs, and seeing the way that music impacts people, especially through education, and seeing our students grow from people who were never that confident to people who can now shine on stage, or those who were never really that verbal in communication now start to express themselves a lot more because of our program. It's things like that that really keep us going, and that really inspired me myself to be part of this, because I take education very seriously. I'm an education student myself in higher education. I see the importance of it, and music is something that I personally have always been into since I was young.
Yes.
I grew up in music. It's a big part of me and my family, and thus that really inspired me to be a part of this, and I'm glad that I can be a part of this.
I mean, the standard of Singaporean education is renowned throughout the world. It really is, and for you to be bringing something on top of that really is very, very exciting. I think it's great. So you've set the Academy up 2007, and so we've been going for around about 12 years. What are you most proud of? What is the Academy's biggest achievement?
Ooh, well, that's an interesting question, because you could look at our list of awards, right? You could look at the number of branches we've had within the region. You could look at those sort of expansion plans that we have, and numerically it might seem like that's what people would call achievements, but I think for us, our main achievement is just seeing the smile on our students' faces when they're on stage. Because I think all, my employees and my bosses, we can all agree that when we host our concerts, our big biannual charity concerts, when we see our students on stage, just having that confidence and that, that smile and the love for performance, and then having the parents or the families of those students come to us just thanking us for helping their relative or children grow. I think that's to us what achievement is, rather than statistics.
Rather than something that can be added up in a column.
Yeah,
yes.
I think for us, our achievements are more intangible in a sense, but that's what gives us the power and drive to continue doing what we're doing.
Fabulous. What kind of numbers are you talking about in your concerts? I mean, performers and audiences.
Oh, let's see. Well, for us, we host biannual big concerts where we actually group students up into bands to perform for a good cause, usually charity. So for example, our 10th anniversary concert, we collaborated with the Down Syndrome Association of Singapore.
Yeah.
We had them perform on stage as well. All the proceeds that we had went to them. And in terms of numbers, well, if you do the math according to every 12 years biannual, that's about 6, I guess. And on top of that, we also have a lot of mini performances around the region and in Singapore. So it's quite a lot. And I think in terms of numbers, the biggest concert we've ever had added up to about, I think, 1,000 something.
Wow.
Seats. Yeah.
Wow.
It
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. Marvellous. Now, you've just touched on something which introduces my next question to you. You mentioned that you worked with the Down Syndrome Society. Now, the motto of the Rock School is never too early, never too late, isn't it? Which is intriguing in itself and does imply a certain non-exclusiveness? I
Yes.
mean, are there age limits? You already said you work with the Down Syndrome Society, so could an old person like me come along and join rock school?
Well, I mean, if my principal from my primary school, who's in her 60s, can be learning drums at our music school, I think definitely. Because, for us, our motto, never too early, never too late, it really is like this, the heart and spirit of our school, because we don't have an age limit. We have taught kids as young as 4 to grandmas and grandpas all the way to their 70s. We teach, able-bodied, normal people, as well as those with special educational needs. We have quite a few students who have autism, not just kids, but adults with autism as well. We do have students like that. And, for us, it's all about inclusivity, the importance of having that in our school, because we don't ever want to leave anyone out. And we take that so seriously to the extent where we don't necessarily have a strict separate curriculum for those with special educational needs, because we believe that we should, approach them and teach them just like we would anyone else. We don't want them to feel excluded or treated treated too exclusively in a way, because they're just like us, just they have different learning abilities, and that's completely fine.
Yeah.
That's something that we have incorporated into the way that we run ourselves very, very strongly.
Okay, that's very, very interesting, actually. So, moving on, and sort of I'm getting too close to my last question, if not the last question. You've been established since 2007. You're obviously very successful. You have a very clear mission, it seems, of this inclusivity. Where do you go from here? What's next?
I understand. Well, we have a lot of plans in the works. We don't just want to be a music school. We want to give more, especially in terms of career opportunities for people. Because after you're done with school, the next thing is what? A career. And for us, we don't just want to stop there. We want to move forward and give people the platform to really grow and expand themselves. So we have a training center on the way that's, or actually currently in the works already, that's supposed to provide training for music educators, as well as those who are looking to enter more of the creative side in the entertainment industry, say songwriting courses or music production courses. We also have an early years program that's currently in the works called Music Heroes. It's targeted towards 4 to 7 years old kids. Same time, we also have something called AR Global Talent Management. So for that, we are also doing something to do with career, but more towards students or talents that we spot who like to become artists, and we train them and give them kind of like a kickstart into this industry, because it's always important to have that experience firsthand so that they themselves know if this is something they really want, or maybe they could consider something else. Because I feel like sometimes when people want to enter the entertainment industry, they don't really know what they're signing up for. And so for us, we provide that chance for them to know how it's like. And for those who really follow through with it, we'll support them all the way. We also have, we have a lot of things. We also have our AR exams, which is an in-house developed exam, homegrown from Singapore, done by us, our own team, that we're going to be launching next year. Let's see, what else do we have? We also are looking to develop a 3rd edition of our AOR syllabus, which is our own, again, in-house developed and done syllabus. And we also want to further develop our special educational needs program, because, like I said, although we don't want to exclude them completely and give them a separate thing, it's just looking at how we can approach, holiday activities and programs more for those with special educational needs, and just doing more for that community in particular.
That is all tremendously exciting. It really, really is. And I wish you were going to be starting to go international, because I couldn't wait for me having the opportunity to be coached to sing Bohemian Rhapsody solo.
For sure, definitely.